우리 진흥원에서는 대한민국 국가유산청의 지원을 받아 앙코르 유적에서 출토된 유물의 과학적 보존을 위한 앞사라청 보존과학센터를 이곳에 구축하게 되었습니다.
It is my honor to introduce that with the support of the Korea Heritage Service, our agency has established Apsara Conservation Science Center here, dedicated to scientific preservation and conservation of the artifact excavated from Eco Park.
이를 위해 앞사라청에서는 기관 내 유휴 건물 한 동을 기꺼이 제공해 주셨으며 이에 따라 2024년 6월부터 8월까지 보존과학센터 구축을 위한 설계를 진행하였고 2024년 9월부터 12월까지 리모델링 공사를 시행하였습니다. 그 이후에 보존 처리에 필요한 첨단 장비들을 한국에서 구입해 캄보디아로 운송하여 이곳에 설치하였습니다.
To achieve this, Apsara National Authority graciously provide us with a vacant building within their campus. Between June and August 2024, we carry out the design phase for constructing Conservation Science Center, followed by remodeling work from September to December 2024. Subsequently, we pursue advanced conservation equipment from Korea, carefully transport it to Cambodia, and successfully install it here in the center.
이번에 열게된 앞사라청 보존과학센터에는 총 67종 약 30만 달러 규모의 전문 기자재를 갖추게 되었습니다. 앞으로 우리 진흥원에서는 앞사라청 실무자를 대상으로 금속, 토기, 석재 유물의 보존 처리 기술을 전수하기 위한 현지 기술 교육을 내년까지 체계적으로 추진할 계획입니다. 이를 통해 양성된 앞사라청의 전문 인력들은 앙코르 유적의 귀중한 문화유산을 더욱 안전하고 과학적으로 보존해 나갈 수 있는 역량을 갖추게 될 것입니다.
The newly inaugurated Apsara Conservation Science Center is equipped with total of 67 types of equipment, value approximately about $300,000. Moving forward in our agency, plan to systematically provide on-site training to Apsara National Authority staff, focusing on conservation technique for metal, ceramic, and stone artifacts until next year. Through this program, trained personnel will be better developing in capacity to conserve and the invaluable cultural heritage of Angkor.
오늘까지 앞사라청 보존과학센터의 온전한 구축을 위해 노력해준 한국과 캄보디아 양국 실무진 여러분들의 헌신에 깊은 감사를 드립니다.
As of today, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to all officers from Korea and Cambodia who contribute this successful establishment of Apsara Conservation Science Center.
끝으로 오늘 개소식을 빛내주기 위해 직접 참석해 주신 앞사라청 행보청장님, 국가유산청 이은복 국장님, 주 캄보디아 대한민국 시엔립 영사관 문철원 영사님을 비롯한 앞사라청 및 국제팀 그리고 저희 시엔립 한인의 관계자분들에게도 다시 한번 감사의 말씀 드립니다.
And finally, express my sincere appreciation to His Excellency Dr. Hong Pao, Director General of Apsara National Authority, Director Lee Eun-bok, Director General of Korea Heritage Service, and Mr. Moon Chol-hyun, Consulate General of the Republic of Korea in Siem Reap, graciously attend in person to celebrate this important milestone, as well as all officers from Apsara National Authority and international team who contribute to help vital to this achievement.
I would like to give you a brief history of the cooperation in between Korea and Cambodia. You know, it was started in 2013 during the World Heritage Committee in Phnom Penh that they have everyone come to Angkor Heritage Site. In this occasion, we have the opportunity to meet all the delegation of Korea. And as always, you know, the heritage committees always call for everyone member of the Convention of 1972. And there are opportunities that we can give, probably Hersensi book that you remember last week that we met in Paris. We have everyone inscribe their heritage site in the World Heritage Site list. And in 13, we have the discussion by our government with the government of Korea. And finally, after the visit, they found the Angkor is very, very impressive in terms of temple, cultural landscape, and also the local community who live in the Angkor Park. So the question is come to me in that time, say that, do you know that Korean has some assistance to Cambodia? I said, yes, of course. We have too many through Korea, sorry. But not for the heritage. So since that time, Korea start to study and to looking, the first they said that I'm looking for the small temple. And we said that the small temple, but it's not really small. It's supposed to be Prepitu. Prepitu is supposed to be one of the complex temples that are restored. So the restoration is start in 2015. So it's only very quickly, 2 years after, exactly in August, in 23rd August 2015, that we start the work in Prepitu. And that work was finished for the first phase in 2018. So if we are looking back with just a few days, we will reach 10 years. It's really coincident that we have the cooperation of the restoration heritage here by the Korean for the Cambodian people, nearly 10 years. We can say 10 years today of the cooperation in the heritage aspect. So the second phase is come from 2019, and it will be extended, of course, to continue in the compound of Prepitu, and then to Elephant Terrace. A lot of people say that the Elephant Terrace is not the temple, but I told them Elephant Terrace it's not the big temple, but it's very big in terms of the history, in terms of the visitor, because everyone will pass in front of the Terrace of Elephant. And it's not small, even it's bigger than in front of the Royal Palace in Phnom Penh, actually. So the project is start, but unluckily, after we have the COVID, the project it's a little bit delayed, and we continue until today also, but the Terrace Elephant is completely finished. And of course, Prepitu continue up to date. And then last year, quickly that we have our cooperation, of course, through Cultural Heritage Agency, that agency acting Director General just pronounce and give some of the report of activity that we have to integrate today. It's really quick, I still remember my wish that for the not third phase, but the third activity in Angkor Park with the Korean heritage. I said Korean heritage means, Korean Heritage Service, Korean Cultural Heritage Agency, Korean Heritage Administration, I want to say for all that you really respond to our request very quickly. And I remember last year I request not only to restore, but this time we restore the main temple, Angkor Wat. It's marked on the Cambodian flag, I think it's the only one country in the world that we are using the image of the temple to put in the national flag. Not only this government, but many generations, many time of the government that use on the flag, even the Khmer Rouge, that everyone believes Khmer Rouge don't have the knowledge of the heritage, but they know well the heritage as well, so they keep the temple on the flag. And we can see the result and the progress of the work on Angkor Wat temple, mainly on the Bagan temple, is the trust that restore the path by the Cambodian people. But in the same time, my request as to Cultural Heritage Agency to help us, why not to provide the training for the handicraft, the training to the local people, because we cannot stand alone for the conservation of the stone, but we need to help the local community who live in Angkor Park more than 114 village. As His Excellency Governor, Vice Governor of Siem Reap is here. So it's our duty to take care of them and also to preserve our heritage. And in that point, because I see Korea, you have a lot of talent. You have a great activity to preserve this kind of the intangible heritage and promote this intangible heritage to be well known in the world, and also for the tourists can profit when they visit Korea or sometime outside of the Korea, you know. So we have that training as proposed, but you can see just in February 2024, and quickly a few months later, that Cultural Heritage Agency tried to help us to do so. And we are not stopping in that, but I said that we, Apsara, of course, we have experience, but we don't have all equipment for the modern technology. How we can has the base of analysis of the stone, of the metal, and other equipment was been used on the site. But finally today, you are really respond to our request. Of course, I think it's the part that you set up, His Excellency book, that you provide this opportunity to the Cambodian people to learn, but it's not stopped only for the equipment, but you continue to provide the training center and also the staff who have the skill to train Apsara staff to be the skill. And in this area, as you can see, we have too many buildings. So our purpose is not only to train Apsara staff, but we start with the Apsara staff first, and then we move forward to other national authority and the cultural specialists to come to train here. And of course, we have the training center on the back of you that we can welcome in the past we welcome not only the Cambodian student or scholar to stay here to learn from our Angkor training center, but also the international student come, especially program of the youth that always promoted by the UNESCO World Heritage Center. So we are really, in the name of the Cambodian people, especially the staff of Apsara, we really appreciate and recognize with our respect to all of you, the Korean friends, who help us to preserve our heritage. But in the same time, we had the same news yesterday that some of the people destroy our heritage, especially in Preah here. Many points of our temple of Preah was destroyed by the bomb from other country. But we really see the difference, you help us to preserve the heritage, but some, they don't know the value of the heritage. So I would like not to extend to my speak for a long time, as we don't have too much time on this area. So I really appreciate and thank you for all of you for coming for inauguration, this memory and the evidence of the real cooperation, the training of the transfer knowledge that was set up in the General Conference in Paris in 2023, November 23, that the last 10 years will be the training and the knowledge transfer, that you are really play the role important, and you are the first to come to set up this kind of laboratory in Cambodia. Thank you.
오늘 이 자리는 세계유산 앙코르 유적을 체계적으로 보호하여 후대에 전하기 위해 지난 2024년부터 국가유산청과 국가유산진흥원, 캄보디아 정부가 함께 노력해 이룬 성과입니다.
Today's event stands as a testament to the fruitful collaboration between Korea Heritage Service, Korea Heritage Agency, and Cambodian government, ongoing effort that began in 2024. Together, we have worked diligently to systematically preserve the renowned Angkor Archaeological Park, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, into its legacy for future generations.
대한민국 국가유산청은 앙코르 유적이라는 대표적인 세계 문화유산을 보유하고 있는 캄보디아와 문화유산 분야에서 밀접한 관계를 맺어왔습니다.
The Korea Heritage Service of the Republic of Korea has maintained close relationship with Cambodia, particularly in the field of cultural heritage conservation and Angkor Park, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site.
2010년 앙코르 보존소 및 국립박물관에 보존 처리 장비를 지원했고 2013년에는 국가유산청과 apsara청이 프레아피투 사원의 보존 복원을 위한 MOU를 체결하였으며 2024년부터 앙코르 유적의 심장 앙코르 와트 보수 정비 사업을 추진하고 있습니다.
In 2010, Korea provides support for conservation equipment for the Angkor Conservation and National Museum. Furthermore, in 2013, Korea Heritage Service and Apsara Authority signed MOU for conservation and restoration project of Prepitu Temple Complex. And begin in 2024, we have been working on the conservation and restoration project of Angkor Wat, which is the iconic heart in Angkor Park.
그리고 2주 전 파리에서 열린 제47차 세계유산위원회에서는 양국의 문화유산이 함께 세계유산으로 등재되어 기쁨을 함께 나누기도 하였습니다.
And 2 weeks ago, the 47th World Heritage Committee meeting held in Paris. It was a joyful occasion as both countries' cultural heritage was jointly inscribed as a World Heritage Site.
국제사회에서의 협력과 앙코르 유적 보존 협력으로 밀접하게 연결되어 있는 대한민국과 캄보디아 양국의 신뢰는 이번 보존과학센터 개소를 계기로 더욱 견고하게 지속될 것입니다.
The trust between Republics of Korea and Cambodia, which is closely connected through international cooperation and preservation of Angkor Wat, will further strengthen and sustain with the opening of this center.
또한 앞으로 추진될 다양한 문화유산 국제협력 사업을 통해 캄보디아의 찬란한 문화유산과 대한민국이 보유한 문화유산 보존 분야의 보존 역량이 결합하여 알찬 결실을 맺기를 기대합니다.
Looking ahead, I am eager to see various upcoming international cooperation in the field of cultural heritage. This project will be bring together Cambodia's rich cultural heritage and South Korea expertise, leading to the fruitful outcome.
끝으로 보존과학센터 개소를 위해서 힘써주신 apsara청 관계자분들과 국가유산진흥원 직원분들 그리고 오늘 이 자리를 위해 여러모로 도움 주신 관계자분들께 다시 한번 감사 말씀 전합니다.
Yeah, in conclusion, I would like to once again express my gratitude to everyone who contribute this opening ceremony, including expert, officer of Apsara National Authority staff, and Korea Heritage Agency, embassy official, and international team who provided valuable support for today's. Thank you so much.